Hello and welcome to this edition of TMA's Farm Margin Talk. This is Devin Sherling, Grain Marketing Manager for TMA. Let's take a peek at our Farm Margin Index for August the 5th, 2011. You can see on the left-hand side our 2011 crops. They have been just as volatile as all of our markets, being our commodity markets and our outside markets. And those who are going to be lucky enough to grow an average to above average fall crop are still looking at all-time records when it comes to potential farm profitability. But drawing your attention down to wheat for the 2012 crop year, you'll notice that this number looks very similar to last week. Although we've had high highs and low lows, we ended the week just about where we started. But where I want to draw your attention to is the 2012 crop. Even at with today's input prices and today's current grain prices at our local elevators, you can nearly lock in $300 an acre for irrigated corn and right at $121 an acre for dryland corn. So the message is have a profit goal in mind and lock it in when it becomes available, when it fits your farm's operation. So this is just a quick breakdown once again of where we came up with those numbers for those of you who are tracking the changes we make from week to week. And today we're going to visit about wheat. Once again, we talk about a couple of assumptions. Dryland wheat using 45 bushel APH, total expenses of $274 an acre, and a 125 0 NPK crop nutrient package. Instead of looking at our normal graphs that we look at, we're going to take a peek at one of our very exclusive programs called the Profit Matrix to look at the very exact same thing, but give us a picture of what our 2012 profitability looks like with all three legs of our stool. So as you can see on the left-hand side, you'll see all of our expenses are detailed out. That comes up to a total of $274.91 of overall estimated expenses for this operation. In the middle, you will see the crop insurance decision. In this policy, we have chose to an 80% policy using the current price of $8.18 for our base price. And then on the right-hand side, it marks it to market using our closing July of 12 Kansas City wheat futures price of $8.18 and our current new crop basis of 87 under at our local elevator. So what you can see here is if you grow a 45 bushel yield and the price stays exactly where it's at, as a producer, you'll be able to lock in $54 an acre of potential revenue. On the far left-hand side, if you grow 60% of your APH, or 27 bushels an acre, you will be able to see how that affects your operation, as well as if you grow 120 or 140% of your APH. The key is to keep wheat relevant within our rotations. From a profitability perspective, we need to make sure we're doing everything we can to maximize the yield that we can grow off each one of our acres to get up into that easily over $100 an acre of revenue. So this chart shows you our wheat profitability from 2006 to 2011. The red line shows you our 2012 crop year and where we rank. And I've highlighted our crop insurance base price time frame. That is from August the 15th of 2011 to September the 15th of 2011. And this is the time frame where we take the average of the July of 12 futures to give us our crop insurance base price. As you can see, once we get past this area, 2 out of the last 3 years we moved higher and 1 we moved lower. So it's very important with that much indecision in front of us to use your crop insurance to lock in a solid foundation of profitability for your operation. And what I mean by that is let's just move forward and say today is September the 15th, and this is what our situation would look like. So if you have a 45 bushel APH and you chose to purchase an 80% revenue policy, that guarantees you 36 bushels per acre. If we would say today our base price was set at $8.18, which was the closing July of 12 futures price, that would guarantee you $294.48 of revenue from some yield or price scenario. And as we remember, we talked about our overall projected expenses to be about $274 an acre. That is able to ensure your farm's profitability by making the right insurance decision. Last year, I provided the line that showed you where we were at with a 45 bushel APH, 80% policy, 36 guaranteed bushels once again, but our base price was $714, which only gave us $257 an acre of guaranteed revenue. So what's going to move our markets going forward? Well, the world financial markets are key, whether it be Europe, the U.S. We saw over a 500-point swing in our Dow Jones Index today. So our world financials are going to play a heavy role on our commodities, as well as weather going forward. Heat in the Corn Belt, and then lack of moisture and excessive heat here in the Midwest, and how that's going to affect our fall crops, as well as going into our wheat planting conditions. For more additional information, contact your TMA grain marketing or crop insurance specialist. Thank you and have a great day.